Hi everyone, this is Prashant from Group 7. Our topic for today is computational advertising. So I will be talking about introduction and the problems involved in the online advertising. Since the start of the internet age, advertising has become an important role in different role. So I would like to talk about different opportunities for advertising to show their ads on different platforms such as eBay, Craigslist, which is famous online classified website and auto trading site, displaying ads on displaying ads on different websites per impression. So impression where the user clicks on the ads. Online stores such as Amazon, Myntra, Best Buy, here the ads are not paid by the manufacturer of the products but by the stores to maximize their sales of the products. Ads are also placed in the search results. Advertisers bid for the right to display their ads based on the search results. So the next slide or the issues involved in displaying the ads. So the first one is the ranking of the ads. This has become problematic as we there's nothing like which ads are more important. So one strategy is most recent first. The advisors who comes first, their ads are shown first, and the second strategy is measuring the attractiveness of the ad. This is determined by the ad which received most number of clicks. These are displayed first, and the ads which has received minimum or zero clicks, they are not shown to the users. And another aspect involved here is the position of the ad. Ad which is in the first pages receives more visibility than in the subsequent pages. Another issue is the displaying of ads on the targeted places. So, for example, like ads which are related to the electronic gadgets receive more visibility when they are displayed on websites like CNET and TechCrunch. Uh, Another strategy is based on the user interest and preferences, which they mention on the Facebook and LinkedIn accounts. But this involves privacy issues because this data can be used by many people. And the last problem is the matching problem, where advertisers focus to take their ads to wider group of customers. This part will be explained in the next sections by our teammates. Uh, Coming to a question, I would like to ask, like, can anyone think of a scenario how online advertising is impacted by the customer activity? So for answer for this is that whenever a customer buys a product, so like the ads are shown to him, which are similar to that product uh, or the accessories related to that product. My teammate will continue from now on.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Maheshwar, and before moving on to matching advertisements to search queries, first we'll go through some of the algorithms which are used. So majority of the algorithms are divided into two parts, like the offline algorithms and the online algorithm. Offline algorithm are the algorithms where the data is usually present initially, which is then entirely used by the algorithm. Um, Also, as per the requirement, the algorithm can access the data in any order which is needed, and at the end of the algorithm, it produces a result or the answer. Whereas in case of online algorithms, the data is not present before the algorithm makes a decision. So whenever the data is received, the algorithm uses the data and produces an result. And in general, the algorithm makes a decision before the future data is received. So on the next slide, we'll go through the greedy algorithm and its competitive ratio. Majority of the online algorithms are greedy algorithms, and these algorithms make their decision in response to each input by maximizing some of the functions based on the input element which is received and based on the past data. So however, the online algorithm may not give the best result as compared to the offline algorithm for a given same problem. But however, we can expect that there will be some constant which is c which will be less than the uh, less than one, such that on any input. and the result of online algorithm will be at least c times the result of optimal offline algorithm. So the c in all this previous definition is usually called as the competitive ratio for the online algorithms, and it can be defined as the offline divided by the online. So the question what I would like to ask is what is the major difference between the offline algorithm and the online algorithm? So the major difference between online and offline algorithm is in case of offline algorithm, the entire data is present before a decision is made, whereas in case of online algorithm, the decision is made before the future data is received. So the Venkata will continue with the next part of the presentation.
Thanks, Maheshwar. Guys, I'm going to talk. This is Venkata, and I'm going to talk about matching problem, uh, which earlier Prashant had discussed about. Matching problem is one of the issues with the advertising and target-based advertising. So, matching problem is one of the classic problems of probability theory. So, in terms of simple an example, uh, I can describe a matching problem as suppose there are large number of advertisers and they want to target large groups of customers for target based advertising. Uh, then how do they approach it? That's the matching problem. And talking about matching in terms of graph graph problem, matching is nothing but an undirected graph with graph G with vertices V and edges E. So a matching M of a graph is subset of a number of edges and such that no vertex in the incident to is the incident to more than one edge in the matching. In other words, no two edges of matching have common vertex. When it comes to types of matching, we have maximal matching and perfect matching. The matching is said to be maximal if M is not matching M is not properly contained in any matching, and the matching is said to be perfect when you have every node that appears in the matching. And the matching problem was first implemented by Overture in 2000s, and it is called Google AdWords. And the way it works is advertisers bid on a search key, and when someone searches for that keyword, the highest bidder's ad is shown, and the advertiser is charged only if the ad is clicked on. And coming to the maximum matching, uh, I would like to discuss in detail about maximal matching. The problem statement for this is that given a graph and weight WE, which is weights are greater than or equal to 0 for edges, the goal is to find a matching of large weight. The greedy approach is by by starting by sorting the number of edges by weight and then adding the weights, adding the edges to matching in order as long as they have a set of matching. So the steps for that is first we assume that matching M is equal to an empty set, and for all edges in the total number of edges, we sort them in decreasing order of weights, and we keep on adding the weights until it forms a matching. So there are other algorithms as well for the maximal matching. Those are Ford Fulkerson algorithm, augmented path algorithm, and Hopcroft algorithm. So the question is the greedy approach for maximal matching optimal or not? So the answer is no, because let's take an example where we consider a path of length 3 and with two edges of weight 1, and the middle edge is of weight 1 plus e. The greedy algorithm results in a single edge matching of weight 1 plus e. So again, the e is the subset of total number of edges, while the optimal value for this problem would be 2, but in greedy approach we got 1 plus e. So this is not an optimal approach because it is supposed to be 2. I'll pass on to Tejaswini. We'll talk about the next topics.
Hi, this is Tejaswini. I'm going to talk about AdWords problem. So it's a Google advertising system wherein advertisers like, for example, Amazon bid on certain keywords so that for their clickable ads, will appear in Google search results. So if a user clicks on the ad, Google will be paid by the advertisers, and that's how Google makes money. So basically, the search engine selects and displays ads for a small subset of bidders, in the purpose of achieving the goal of maximizing the revenue. So in order for the online algorithm to decide the order of which the search queries should be displayed on the search engine, it should consider three parameters, like what it should the lim so it has a limited number of advertisement slots for a given query, and the second one is it should consider the how much a company will pay for the users, and it should also consider the total amount expected to be made by the ad, and not how much the company will how much a company pays. I mean, whether it is highest or not. So the solution to this is, like, if we consider two advertisers A and B, and A bids on query X and B bids on queries X and Y. So the sequence will be X, X, and Y, Y. So for if we consider the greedy algorithm, it will first allocate the two X's to B, and then there will be no slots left for Y because there is no budget. So the online revenue will be 2 and the offline revenue will be 4. So the competitive ratio will be 1/2. And when it comes to balance algorithm, it's an improvement to greedy algorithm, and it also considers the largest remaining budget. So if I mean, in this case where A and B bids, so it will have the competitive ratio as 3/4 because A, I mean, it will first allocate to A or B, and then the remaining is allocated to B, and the last Y will be left over. So the online revenue will be 3, and the offline revenue will be 4. And the question here is, which is the best among greedy and balanced? So as we can see, the competitive ratio is 3/4 for balanced, and it's 75%. It's more optimized than greedy. So the best algorithm is balanced algorithm. Thank you.